It'd be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to reach your maximum potential in golf without properly fitted clubs. Using your dynamic measurements and static measurements, we'd come up with a properly fit set of irons and properly fit set of woods. Some of the specifications we'd be looking to fit would be grip thickness, length of club, flex of shaft, material of shaft, lie angle, and head design. Grip thickness can be determined by measuring your gloved hand from your dominant wrist crease to the end of your longest finger, and separately measuring your longest finger with a ruler. Cross-reference those two numbers on a chart and it'll give us an indication on how thick that grip needs to be. An example of a properly sized grip: middle two fingers lightly touching against the thumb pad. If there's a space in between that, grip is too big. The fingers overlap, grip is too small. Club length is determined by your height and your wrist to floor measurement. Cross-reference those two numbers on a chart. It'll give you an indication of your starting playing length. Once we have your starting length found, we'd like to go a little bit farther with a dynamic measurement, which we use face tape. If you tend to hit the ball more out toward the toe, it can be an indication that your club is too short. If you tend to make contact more towards the heel, or it's quite erratic, oftentimes your club is too long. Trying multiple lengths will usually produce one with the most on-center hits, and that's your best playing length. Shaft flex is most commonly measured by either using a launch monitor or a radar-based swing speed meter, such as this one. They will both measure your clubhead speed through the impact zone, and the higher the clubhead speed, the more stress you're exerting on the shaft, and the stiffer the shaft you will need. A slower swinging person would likely use a more flexible shaft, a faster swinging person, a stiffer shaft. Shaft material, steel versus graphite. They both have their advantages. Graphite absorbs vibration a little bit better and tends to hit the ball higher and farther due to its lighter weight. Steel generally is a little bit more consistent and tends to hit the ball a little bit straighter. Clubhead design. The three major things we look at in clubhead design would be size of the cavity, width of sole, and offset. What offset is the leading edge of the club face, how far it sits back from the leading edge of the hosel. Lie angle is the angle that the shaft and the hosel exit the head. We can have standard lie angles, we can have upright lie angles, and we can have flat lie angles. To correctly measure the lie angle, first we need your static measurements, which you would see here in the chart, using your height and wrist to floor measurement. From there, that gives us a starting point. We will also check your dynamic lie angle on a lie board. An ideal lie angle brings the club flat at impact. A club that's too flat will arrive toe down. A lie angle too upright arrives heel down. Without the correct lie angle on your irons, it is impossible to hit a straight golf shot.